Welcome to Bet on Your Stuff Media Sports. I'm your host, Reggie. Hope y'all all have a fantastic morning this morning. Just stopping in this morning, giving you a brief touch up on what's going on with the Philadelphia Eagles this day. Before I get started, I would like to thank all those who have subscribed to my channel. I truly appreciate your subscriptions. Tell a friend and tell a friend about Bet on Your Stuff Media Sports. Tell them to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hit that thumbs up to help me get this algorithm out to you and abroad. Let's go. Let's get right to the content. What I want to hear share this morning is talk about Jeremiah Trotter Jr., the Eagles being a top 5 organization, and Tony Pollard possibly becoming the Philadelphia Eagle, and who should the Eagles do? What should the Eagles do at linebacker? Let's go. Let's get right into it. So, as y'all all know, the Philadelphia Eagles have been named as one of the top organizations in NFL prior to the combine. And yes, it's something to be said. It's something to talk about. And I believe that we are the number one, should be number 5 on the list, which we are number 4 on the list. And um, this was quoted as for the Philadelphia staff, for Jeffrey Lurie, for Nick Sirianni, and the strength coaches were all graded highly as the Philadelphia Eagles team as a unit. This is fantastic news. I'm glad to hear something like this here. Got some positive news going into the combine and the upcoming situation that's going on with the organization. Now, as y'all all know, this here is also a situation where this is how it goes down here. It says an overall grading on the NFLPA survey. They got the Dolphins at number 1, the Vikings at number 2, the Packers at number 3, the Eagles at number 4, Jags 5, Niners 6, Texans 7, Giants 8, Raiders 9, Bears 10, Bills 11, and the Cowboys number 12. That feels good to me. Lions 13, Seahawks 14, Ravens, and then the Broncos followed up at 16. But the good thing about that is we are in the top 5 of the Philadelphia Eagle Nation, and that's a good thing going forward. So, and it was basically voted on by the players. They did do some other gradings as far as how they treat their wives and the strength and conditioning, the eating facilities, and the locker rooms, and they went on and on and on about how they got these grades to grade these teams out for the qualify for this here list that you see in front of you. But yeah, man, congratulations to the Eagles organization. Um, so there has to be something said about that, and this will make other guys will want to come to Philadelphia, knowing that we are a top 5 organization in the National Football League. That's something to be said. But yeah, that's enough of that. Moving right along, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. He did speak at the combine. He did speak on behalf of his dad. Said some good things about his father, with his father tutelage, teaching him growing up about the linebacker position and what to expect in the combine. He did speak on the Philadelphia Eagles, what he thought, and y'all will hear that.
The all-time winningest coach in Division One basketball history. The Duke of Destiny has won it. Now a modern-day basketball dynasty. Please welcome Mike Krzyzewski.
And I'm all for this guy. You know, like Jeremiah Trotter Jr. He's he's 6 foot, 230 pounds. Um, some of his strong attributes with him is he thrives in an off ball linebacker situation. So I mean he's good at attacking the ball and getting to the ball. He can read plays very well. Um, he can struggle in coverage though, but that's something that we got to be concerned about. Wondering what Vic Ferragamo is going to want to use him in the system like that, but that's yet to be seen. Um, these combines interviews, they go on just like they did at the Senior Bowl. They're going to interview multiple guys, multiple linebackers going through it. They did interview another linebacker. Also, uh, I can't remember his name right now. Um, Edrin, I think Cooper. Yeah, Edrin Cooper. They interviewed him at the combine. So these are two guys that I know readily off the top of my head that they did already interview, and so far so good. I mean, I'm very pleased with what's going on with that aspect of the Eagles and how we with the money situation going on. Now let's get to the Haason Reddick trade talk. Now, there's multiple teams that have been reaching out to the Philadelphia Eagles and trading Haason Reddick for trades for Haason Reddick. Haason Reddick, and as y'all all know, the Eagles gave him the opportunity to go out to test the market to find out what his worth would be, and the Eagles would come back and use their calculations to see where they would fit at if they wanted to make a deal with Haason. And as it is right now, Haason Reddick is still out there on the market. His his uh his staff is still standing on their 3-year, $25 million deal. So now what this all says to me is this. So if they're going to stand pat on that, the Eagles came to some type of agreement, not verbally with them, but just out in the public, that they will give 20 to 22 million to Haason Reddick, which I think is fair for Haason Reddick. Um, Losing Haason Reddick would be definitely a big deal to me. And on my concern is this: because of the fact that Haason Reddick does what he does on the football field. If we trade Haason Reddick, even if you say we trade him for a second round pick for this year and next year, we're going to lose the productivity of Haason Reddick on the field. Any team that's challenging for a Super Bowl needs to have pass rushers. We have Haason Reddick in the building. Let's try to keep. We got Sweat on the other end. We still would need one more comparable. They was talking about the guy from Chase Young, trying to talk about bringing him in, possibly, or there was some talks about him being mentioned with the Philadelphia Eagles at some point. But I mean, Haason Reddick is the main culprit here, and he needs to be brought back to the Philadelphia organization. There's no replacing Haason Reddick. I understand he's getting a little long in the tooth as age wise. He's 29 years old, gray, hit 30, but productivity, has not shown any signs of decline. He done it, double-digit sacks on four seasons in a row, 3 different teams. I mean, what more do you want to see out of this man? He was the best player on the defense last year, bar none. Um, I can't see no reason why this can't work out. But like I said, there's a lot of things behind the scene that we don't know what Howie and them are looking for in the scheme side of things with Vic. So that's going to play a big part. Does he fit the scheme that Vic want to run? So is it worth it to go out and get draft pick for him? What we gonna get compensated for Haason Reddick? Like I said earlier, I don't think it's going to be anything worth what he is worth, and that's just the way I feel about that. So the next thing that I want to go on talk about is Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard to the Philadelphia Eagles was brought up in my personal perception of Tony Pollard. He's a good back. He's a 1,000-yard rusher um, last year with the Cowboys, but I'm concerned about his injury deal. Now, if I'm going to have Pollard come in, then I'd rather keep Swift. I think Swift is the home run hitter for us, and bringing in another back off the free agency market, and then draft a running back, and then that'll solidify your running back room with 4 running backs. Gainwell, Swift, whoever they decide to pick up in the draft pick. I think that's the route that I would take if I was Philadelphia and doing that. But it all contingents to what Kellen Moore and his scheme on the offensive side is looking at operating and what they want to do with the backs, how much they're going to utilize the backs. You know what I mean? So, like you said before in my later past videos, we talked about the AJ Dillons, the Henrys, the Jacobs, Josh Jacobs. So these backs are still out there and available, and the Barkleys. But Barkley is I don't think is going to fit the bill in here. And what are these backs worth? I don't think none of them are going to get $15 million. But Philadelphia definitely has to make a decision. There's no doubt about it. A decision on Philadelphia's behalf must be made for the running back position. We only got one running back as we speak right now. So there definitely gonna have to be a position that's in need on the offensive side. How they plan to go about doing it is beyond me. But I got faith in Howie to get the job done and get the right guys in here for this team to do what we need to do. So that's where I'm at with that. And then going back to the Pollard, Jeremiah Trotter thing. Jeremiah Trotter Sr., as y'all all know, played for Philadelphia Eagles from 98 to 01. Then he came back from 04 to 06. He was the first team All-Pro in 2000, his second team All-Pro in 2001. He's a four-time Pro Bowler, 01, 02, 04, and 05. And he's also a member of the Philadelphia Hall of Fame. So going back to say this about Jeremiah Trotter Jr., the Axeman Jr. That's a lot be said about his dad being here, but for me, drafting him, I wouldn't be opposed of it. I think he's gonna be a mid-second, third-round pick, so he'd be a day 2 guy if he's available. I think besides the kid Cooper, there's some variables that you have to look at. Would I like to see him come here? Sure. Is his ability up to the standards that the Philadelphia Eagles want? That's the question on both sides of Cooper and Trotter Jr. So let me know what y'all think about the Trotter Jr. situation. Should the Eagles pick him up in the second round if he's available? What do you think about the Eagles being the top 5 organization in NFL? Give me your thoughts on that. What do you think they should be or should not be on that aspect? And the Tony Pollard situation. Why should we bring Tony Pollard in, and what you think the reasoning would be if they did? I'm still, like I said, Swift's my guy. I'm going to stick with that. I think he should be the number one priority while as a running back retaining here in Philadelphia. And, kudos goes out to Philadelphia on their behalf as far as being the top 5 organization. So with that being said, y'all know what we say around here. Hit that like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend about Bet on Yourself Media Sports. Come join me later on today. I have some more content to read out. But until then, be safe, be good. God bless. Keep the main thing, and have an attitude of gratitude. Until later, peace. Born strong. Come join the family. I'm out of here.